Sony's abandoning one of their main platforms. Huh. I wonder which one it could be. Hey, what is up everybody? Me, Roger Reporting here, aka @RogerFormer. Thanks for coming back. And this week, I want to talk about one of my favorite platforms that I own right now, PlayStation Vita. I really adore this platform. I think it's one of the greatest, well, one of the best consoles. I shouldn't say greatest, best consoles that I've owned in a long time. I think it's portable, it has great dual analog controls and stuff, and it also is very ahead of its time with the digital downloading and all games being available in the store as soon as they come up. So I really like that. I really love this console, and I adore the lineup of games that they have coming up and I have right now on my console. But the thing about this console is that Sony has essentially forgot about it. Well, they probably didn't forget about it because all the Vita owners have been crying about it on the internet, but Sony has just ignored it for the past few months, especially at E3, when I was super excited to see some announcements. Maybe we can see a new Infamous game, maybe we can see some XCOM or something like that on the Vita, maybe we can see some GTA port or something like that, the long-rumored GTA Cities game on Vita. But no, we saw less than 10 minutes of Vita. Actually, we saw some Disney Infinity announcements, we saw a few like crossover games from PS4 to Vita, we saw some indie games coming to Vita, and that was about it. There was no AAA huge game coming out for Vita, there was something that we expected, there was no Last Guardian that we thought was going to come to Vita, nothing like that at all, just regular standard stuff that we expect to see on the PlayStation blog every few weeks. So it's kind of saddening to see that. A lot of outpouring for Vita love has come out of the internet and the woodworks, and everyone that's owned a Vita has been crying about it, saying, listen, help us, support this Vita, Vita Direct, hashtag Vita Direct has been a thing. People want Sony to go out there and just do like a Nintendo Direct for Vita. And that would be really cool. I like that idea a lot. That's a cool idea. But I want to go through a few things that Sony's doing to screw over the console, essentially, and the fan base that we have now, and essentially future people that could have bought the console but are not. So I want to talk about some things that Sony's just doing and how they can fix it, because a lot of people talk about the problems, but not how they can fix it. So my main concern with the Vita is that there are no games for it. I think I was a little bit hyperbole there, but it's kind of true. When people say there's no games, those are people usually casual gamers. Gamers that only play shooters, or only play, you know, third-person or first-person shooters, or maybe bigger franchises. And when you look at Vita on the first glance, you see almost none of that. You see Killzone, a mediocre version of Borderlands, and Uncharted. Those are the three that stick out to me. And that's not good, because this Vita is a great indie haven of games, and I love it, and I love Spelunky on this console, I love Hotline Miami, I love so many games that I have on this console, but it's just saddening to see that there's no AAA games. A lot of people say, oh, well, the indies make up for it. But that's like saying, if I bought a PS4, and I just had indie games, and The Order, you know, the Uncharted, Last of Us, all these games never come out, I would just be fine with indies? No, I need to see some AAA games coming out of the woodworks. And the fact that Shuhei Yoshida essentially said during Polygon's interview with him that they're going to lower down the amount of first-party exclusives and ports for Vita is really saddening to see, because I'm getting kind of worried for this console. Like, it's not even near the 10-year mark, like not even near that. So it's kind of sad to see that Sony's just slowly but surely stopping production and focusing on PS4 less than Vita. My second complaint with this console, and with not with the console really, but what Sony's doing, is that they're marketing it as an extension to PS4. Now, that's not necessarily bad. I love its extension with PS4. They talk really well, you can connect it, you can use it as multiple things. It works really well on other Wi-Fi. I was playing some Knack at my friend's house on his Wi-Fi over 2 Wi-Fi networks on a PS4. It was insane, it was awesome, I love it. But the thing about it, though, that I was just insane, it was just so weird, is that they're marketing it as a games console with the PS4. So instead of making a port of Infamous for the PS4, they just have a picture of Infamous Second Son on Vita and saying, hey, you can remote play. And then, like, instead of making games for the PS4 or Vita, they're just like, okay, here's a remote play. Using that as an excuse, and that's not good. Sony really needs to buckle down and make some games for Vita, because I'm not saying that Vita does not sell. Vita actually does sell a lot. PS Vita has about almost 10 million Vitas out in the wild right now, and Essentially, there's been a lot of rumors that Borderlands 2, the bundle, has been selling like hotcakes, to the point where retailers did not expect that they're going to sell this much, and they all sold out. Most of them sold out. It's hard to find that in stores. The Vita is doing remarkably well right now. It's with the Borderlands 2 bundle, and also Borderlands 2 is selling like hotcakes also. These numbers are not fake numbers. People that make games for Vitas make their money back most of the time. So if they're good games, they make their money back. So it's kind of sad to see Sony not understanding what their marketplace is. Not seeing that people that are buying these games are buying a lot of them. And that if you make a game that they were interested in, like if you make a new Uncharted for Vita, people are going to buy that game and you're going to make your return back and more. You're going to make profit. It's kind of sad to see that Sony needs to rely on the PS4 as a console, as its crutch for this console. Being like, okay, we're not going to make any games, but you know, no risk, no reward. You can just plug it into your PS4 and you can just get games, right? No, that's not what people want. Some people don't want PS4s and just own Vitas. People just want to play the Vitas on the go. What if they're on a train? What if they're on a plane? What if they're on a car and they don't have Wi-Fi or 3G or 4G and they can't play on a PS4? We want some games to the Vita that we play natively. And the third thing is that the PS Vita is extremely expensive. You might say, well, the console itself is not that bad, and I agree with you. Maybe $300, maybe sub $300 some places. The games are not that bad. They're like $40, $30 sometimes, $20. But once you get to the little secret compartment here, let me just open this up. You get this little bugger. See this? This is a memory card. That memory card was worth about $40. That memory card was not much memory, but it was a lot of money. So that's the main problem with it. A lot of people, I'm telling people, I'm like, hey, listen, you can play Spelunky, you can play Hotline Miami, you can play Hotline Miami 2, you can play all these games that are coming out on your Vita. You should buy one. They're like, okay, I have enough money, I'm gonna go buy one. And then I'm like, wait a minute, just be sure. You're only gonna get a 4GB memory card. I'm like, okay, and they're like, okay, how much is the 64? $125. Well, that kind of pushes away a lot of customers. Sony should have and could have, when they made the PS Vita 2000, made an SD card slot. But instead, they continued their proprietary bullshit, and instead added a 1GB internal memory storage so they can just update whenever the hell they want. So it's really sad to see that Sony is just out of touch with their consumers. Instead of adding a new memory card, making new games, helping out the Vita consumer that are going to buy their games, they're just abandoning them. I mean, that's not to say that they can't announce a ton of games. I think Gamescom are going to see a lot more Vita games, but it's sad to see that they're even saying, before even Gamescom, they're saying we're going to pull back some first-party support. They're not talking about it as much. They're like, okay, Freedom Wars is coming. What else? It's kind of sad to see that. And at E3, the place where everyone's watching, they don't say anything. So I really hope the Vita is alive by the time it hits 10 or before 10. I really hope there's not a sequel or they just cancel it before it's 10. But it's looking unlikely. What do you guys think? Reply in the comments. Tweet at me, @RushFormer. You know, subscribe, follow me, do all that jazz. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.